the world will never run out of weird, and thank goodness for that. Luckily, Ripley's Believe It or Not is back with an all-new book packed with even more unbelievable stories that will leave you in awe. I talked with Ripley's creative content manager about some of her favorites. Sabrina, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but this is pretty spectacular just looking at it. And it's the type of book a kid could really get lost in. I got lost in it without even realizing all the fun things we were reading. So tell me just an overview about this year's book.
Yeah, so this is Ripley's Believe It or Not Out of the Box, and it's actually the 18th edition of the Ripley's Believe It or Not annual. And you're right, you can just pick it up, turn to any page, and there's going to be something that gives you that like jaw-dropping moment, whether it's a photo or a snippet for a reluctant reader. It's a pretty great holiday gift filled with some really inspiring stories this year.
I love it. Okay, so first we got to talk about this lady. This woman, I guess this is one of your favorite stories. She hangs by her hair. That can't be good for the scalp.
I know. Her name is Erin Blair, and she's absolutely amazing. So she's an aerialist and acrobat by trade, but she's been resurrecting this old circus act known as hair hanging. So what she does is she suspends her entire body while she's contorting and everything, all by her hair. So the amount of training and practice, focus, and discipline that this takes is absolutely amazing. And what's even crazier about her story, she learned this in lockdown. She's been doing it for just over a year at this point and has really taken it to a whole nother level.
I love that. So cool. The other one, actually, one of my favorites in this book, this lawyer who is an ambidextrous artist. I mean, you got to see the video to believe it's amazing.
You really do. And his name is Colin Drake. He's from Detroit, Michigan. And when you look at that video, you can see him illustrating two halves of the portrait simultaneously. And he usually uses two different color pens. So you could see it come together with his left hand and his right hand. And it's a totally remarkable process. And again, only less than half of the population can do this. And that's what makes him totally Ripley's worthy.
I mean, 100%. I mean, I think that he's using more of his brain than any of us must be, because I just can't even comprehend how you would do that. The next person picked up a new hobby during lockdown as well, and they are a cheese artist.
Yes, Matthew Van Vorst of Astoria, Queens, he actually picked up this hobby. It's sculpting cheese. He wanted to make his girlfriend laugh. So he took a brick of cheese out of the fridge during lockdown, carved a block into a couch, and it just really took shape and rolled into this whole Instagram of amazing cheese sculptures. And it's just become a really cool side project for him that's just been, one of those really nice lighthearted stories.
I love that so much. This next story, so we had a doctor already. I mean, we had a lawyer. Now we got a doctor who's also really good at juggling things.
Yes, Dan Washdahl. So with the lawyer, the doctor, you've got these careers that take so much of your time and so much discipline, right? But then there's the other dynamic of it, that they have these quirky hobbies. Dr. Dan is a juggler, but not just any juggler. He can juggle on rollerbola, with hula hoops, everything, all while on fire and juggling his career as a doctor and associate professor of pathology. So I like to think that the work-life balance is what makes him truly amazing.
I like what you did there with the juggling fun. That's good. This next one just kind of captured my heart. I love this. This is the unicorn dog.
Yes, Golden Ray. So Ray is ear backwards. So when Ray was born, she's a golden retriever. She had a birth injury that contributed to the loss of one of her ears. But as she grew, that ear actually migrated to the top of her head and resulted in a really unique appearance, making her look like a unicorn and not really having too much of an obstacle with hearing or anything. So she is so happy-go-lucky. She's got thousands of followers on social media right now. And she is just so sweet. She actually posted a picture with the book on her social media, and she is smiling from ear to ear. I love her to death.
I love her. She's my new favorite thing on the interwebs. So I got to just ask you, I have to imagine during the pandemic, it was really, really hard to do the work that Ripley's does. How did you manage it? How do you find these people?
Yeah, we find them from all over. So obviously, social media ups the ante on what is strange and what is unbelievable every single day. And, we have access to it at our fingertips. So it's really digging deeper to find, those people that might not really be out there. So a lot of people come to us and submit at ripleys.com. But even, within the circus community, there's, tons of people that we've been able to talk to and network with to kind of find some of these amazing performers. But I mean, quarantine also gave people a lot of time in their hands to come up with some really cool stuff and inspire other people by thinking out of the box themselves.
Yeah, so much great stuff.